myself on live talking, so I wanted to restart the live, figure it all out, and now I'm back on here. I do apologize about that, you guys. So I'm just resetting the room. Hopefully, some more people come back in here. Again, I am an hour early, you guys. I do apologize. But I just wanted to come in here and say hey to my YouTube girls, because my YouTube, y'all, I feel so safe with y'all. Like, I came running back to YouTube because y'all, TikTok is crazy. Like, it's literally lunatics over on TikTok, y'all, and I feel like I don't get that crazy energy on YouTube. So I came running back over here to my YouTube girlies. And hopefully, I know it's a Saturday night, everybody out and about and stuff, so y'all probably won't see this live, but I am in my beauty room. I need to get this together. I'm in my beauty room, y'all, and I just wanted to update y'all about my viral video that's gone viral on TikTok, y'all. And I did not know that it was gonna go viral like that. Like, what? Like, usually I get like 200 views, 300 views. Y'all, this video got 30,000 views. Like, where these people come from? Child, I was not ready. I was not ready. And all I did was announced that we were having a 20% off friends and family code at Sephora, and how didn't nobody want to use it. And then next thing you know, everybody then came out of West Hale somewhere wanting to use the code. And then now TikTok got me all got me. It don't I'm not banned on TikTok, but they put me on a timeout, y'all. Child, this is too much for me. I'm used to making my little old videos and going back in my cubby hole. Yeah. But y'all, I wanted to talk to y'all about, of course, the Sephora squad, and just a little bit about the opportunity, because I'm super excited that I have applied to the Sephora squad. This is like my third year in a row applying to Sephora squad, and I'm pretty much not gonna stop until I'm on the Sephora squad, y'all. Like, especially when it comes to makeup, y'all, look at my studio. Look at my beauty studio. I have literally Sephora at my home studio. I belong on the Sephora squad. I know every nook and cranny when it comes to Sephora now. I know a lot about makeup because, of course, oops, sorry, you guys. I know a lot about makeup because I've been into makeup ever since I was in like middle school, high school. I've just always been into makeup. And then a drag queen actually taught me how to do my makeup. Well, he wasn't a drag queen then, but he's a drag queen now. And that's how I learned how to do my makeup. I don't know if I can see if anybody's writing comments to me, you guys. Oh, hey, Cammy. I was just like, I don't know if you guys are writing comments or not because I can't see anything, but now I see you. Hey, Cammy girl. Thank you for always supporting me. I appreciate it. But yeah, you guys, so a drag queen taught me how to do my makeup. So that's how I've been obsessed with makeups, because the girls don't play. Like, the drag queens don't play when it comes to their makeup. So that's how I initially learned how to do my makeup. So again, you guys, I applied for the Sephora squad. I put the link in my community tab. So if you have a chance, just leave me a testimonial. I don't want to push it on anybody. I want it to come from the heart. So, and that's really going to help. And one of my coworkers, Makeup by Bitsy, she was actually on the Sephora squad last year, and she was so busy with the program, you guys. Like, she was a full-time licensed beauty advisor, and she was so busy, like she had to drop down to be a part-time beauty advisor. So I'm just hoping that that opportunity comes in for me. But anyway, you guys, TikTok. Child, oh my goodness. These people are freaking vultures on TikTok. Like, I love my YouTube family because y'all are not crazy, but on TikTok over there, they are crazy. I mean, I've had people messaging my nail tech, y'all, the girl who owns the nail salon. People been messaging her trying to get my 20% off friends and family code. And it's just like, she was like, girl, these people are harassing me. And I was just like, oh my God, like TikTok is scary. Like, and granted, I'm thankful and grateful that my y'all, I didn't fart, I promise, that was just a chair. But but I'm so thankful and grateful that my video did take off and go viral. But people are rude over there on TikTok. They're like, send me the code now and send me the code please. And I'm just like, okay, like that's not how you ask somebody. You don't just demand something from somebody. Like, at least say thank you or something. But yeah, they're just like crazy over there on TikTok. And even though, again, like I'm thankful for it, it's just they're kind of rude. But I am happy that I'm growing my TikTok, because for Sephora Squad, they oh, hey Kiki girl, thank you. Yes, I just got off of work and I wanted to go to sleep, but I decided to come on here and talk to y'all because I was supposed to go live this morning, but I had to be at work at 11 o'clock, and then I had to take my dog to the daycare, and then it was just too much, y'all. So I figured I would come on here and clean up my beauty room a little bit, because I have a huge mess here, and just talk to y'all about the craziness that's been going on TikTok. And then TikTok put me on a timeout because they said that too many people are messaging me and I'm messaging too many people. So they put me on a timeout. But it's been crazy, you guys. It's been crazy, but I'm excited for this new journey, this new chapter, because like I was telling you guys, I've been obsessed with makeup pretty much since middle school, and even hair, you guys. I am obsessed with hair too. Um, I taught myself how to cornrow when I was 5 years old, but I would consider myself like a beauty mogul, if that makes sense. And that's pretty much above an expert. Like when it comes to makeup, I know about all types of makeup. I work with all different types of skin, whether you have rosacea or sun marks or um what do they call dry skin, eczema. If you have eczema, like I know about all different types of skin and how to work with different types of skin. I know different trials and errors as well, and of course I get feedback from my clients. So if a product don't work for me, I'll give it to a client that I feel as though it might work for, and then they'll kind of give me feedback on it as well. So when I tell you I'm like in the hub of when it comes to anything beauty, like I tell people I could talk about makeup all day long. I watch makeup like as if I'm watching TV. So I'm excited about it, you guys. And I'm excited to teach makeup and just tell you guys all about the new trending products at Sephora. And again, that's why I'm really hoping to make the Sephora squad this year. And I know with Bitsy, she was telling me how they flew them out to LA and they was able to meet Patrick Ta, and they was able to meet Danessa Myricks, and I want to say they met Makeup by Mario as well, which is Kim Kardashian's makeup artist. But yeah, like I preach in all of my videos, you guys, if you are ever interested in working in the makeup field and you don't know how to get started, try to work at one of your local makeup stores. Like literally how I got started at Sephora, and y'all, when I started at Sephora, I started at the bottom. Like I came in as a beauty advisor. I was on the cash, I did cash register. I worked in the back of the house doing inventory and stocking. I hated that, y'all. I did not like opening boxes. I did not like building shelves. Like I had to build shelves and I'm not building no shelf. I barely even changed the light bulbs in the in the house, let alone build a shelf. Oh, thank you guys. I appreciate it. But yeah, I didn't like building any shelves and all that type of stuff. That was like my least favorite thing to do. The only reason why I stuck with that being, and they call that operations. The reason why I stuck with that is because we had to be to work at either 5 o'clock in the morning or 6 o'clock in the morning. And I got to go home by like 11 or 12 p.m. So I stuck it out with that. But other than that, no, I'm not building no shells. I don't want to break a nail. But yes, y'all. So I just wanted to come on here and tell y'all a little bit about that. And then I will be, oh, I just put it up. I will be doing a video on my TikTok. A lot of the girls are interested in the new, well, it's not really new, but it's the Hourglass Hydrating Skin Tint. And I looked at the color yesterday and it seems like an all right color for me. A lot of the girls, especially here in Florida, they do not like a lot of heavy makeup. They don't like a lot of foundation or anything. So a lot of them were requesting that I do a video with the Hourglass Hydrating Skin Tint. And so I'll be making a TikTok on that on Monday. And we'll see how it goes. But I have a lot of different skin tints, you guys. I have the Charlotte Tilbury skin tint. I have the Fenty skin tint. I have the Sephora collection one. I have a lot of different ones. I have the Laura Mercier as well. And it's crazy because people will come to the store and they will be like, what is your favorite product in the whole entire store? Baby, don't ask me that. Like, do you see all these products and you asking me to choose one product out of the whole entire store? I can never give a response because it's like, look at everything that I have and you want me to give you one product? No. I feel like when people ask that, it's kind of like they're trying to mold themselves into a product. I choose products based on your skin type and your skin condition. That's the best way to choose the best products for you, tailor-made for you. I can tell you that I like this skin tint by Ilia, but if you have oily skin, this is gonna slip right off your face. Like, just because I like this product don't mean that you're gonna like this product. So I choose products based off of your actual skin type and skin condition, and I feel like that's the best way to go about choosing the right makeup and the right skincare products for your own personal skin. So yeah. But right now, you guys, I'm just trying to kind of tidy up because I only do my makeup maybe twice a week, once a week. Maybe one, I would say once to twice a week, and that's the only time I really do my makeup. Other than that, I more so have all of this for my clients. If people want their makeup done, you know, I have to have makeup and everything. But I used to be the type of person where I couldn't even leave the house without makeup on because I had real bad acne and my skin would be breaking out. I had pizza face. If you don't know what that is, it's like you just have bumps all over the place. And the only thing I knew what to do was to cover my face in makeup. But now that I'm in my 30s, y'all, I don't know if y'all know, but I'm in my 30s. I'll be 33 next month. like I feel like skincare is important, especially now that I'm also a licensed esthetician as well. Like your skincare is your most important routine, especially if you want your makeup to look good, because if your skin doesn't look good, how do you expect for your makeup to look good? Like, so that's more so what I want to teach the girlies. Like, I want to, of course, get into the whole I want to get into teaching different products and stuff, but I also want to teach skincare. And believe it or not, even though I'm a licensed esthetician, skincare is the hardest thing for me to learn, because just like a lot of people get overwhelmed with makeup, I get overwhelmed when it comes to skincare, because there's so many different ingredients in skincare that I feel like you kind of gotta be more mindful of than makeup. Like, yeah, makeup can break you out and stuff like that, but with the wrong skin type or the wrong skincare, baby, you put the wrong ingredient on your face, it can burn you. Like, it can burn your skin, it could make you break out, you can get little bumps, you can turn red. Oh, hey, Betsy girl. I'm not really talking too much about nothing. I was just talking about Sephora Squad, because I was just telling the girls how I applied for Sephora Squad. And then I was talking about how the girls on TikTok are crazy. Like, they've been harassing my nail tech. They've been messaging me on Instagram. They've been sending me a slew of messages on TikTok. Like, those girls are freaking crazy, y'all. Like, I'm literally being banned. I'm not banned on TikTok, but they pretty much told me that so many people are sending me messages, and I'm sending so many messages that they told me to like take a break. But I'm glad that my video went viral, because I was trying to help the girls save money, but a lot of them girls over there are rude. I was like, I need to come back over here to my YouTube girlies, because my YouTube girlies aren't rude. I was like, they rude over there on TikTok, talking about some send me the code now. And I'm like, what? Like, that's not how you ask somebody for something. Like, don't tell me to send you something now. Like, that's so rude. So, but yeah, and then I was talking about Sephora Squad, how I applied to Sephora Squad, and one of my coworkers, she actually was on Sephora Squad last year, and she was so busy. She got a lot of different opportunities within the squad. So I was just coming on here just telling you girls, if you see the link in my community tab to leave me a testimonial, I would greatly be appreciative of it. But yeah, other than that, like, I was just, kind of on here just saying hey to y'all, because I miss y'all. And like I said, YouTube is my safe place. TikTok is for the crazies. And then I'm just trying to straighten up my makeup here. But if y'all have any questions about anything, definitely feel free to ask. Like, I'm an open book when it comes to knowledge and everything. And if y'all have any videos that y'all are interested in seeing, I know with Kiki, I believe she was interested to know how to like do contour and bronzing, so I can teach you guys that as well. I do also do makeup lessons. So if you want a makeup lesson, like if you want me to come here on live, I can teach you guys makeup lessons. And it's crazy because I didn't know like how many yeah, it was, Kimmy, it was real hard for me to get into TikTok. And it's like, before I started posting on TikTok, of course I would scroll and laugh and kiki with everybody or whatever, but it's like now I like YouTube is my main platform. Like I love YouTube. I just feel like YouTube is more lucrative. But now, especially for Sephora Squad, they're saying that you have to have an active TikTok and you have to have an active Instagram. And then even when I try to reach out to get brand deals, like I'm still growing all of my platforms, but they're really looking for like that TikTok platform. And it's like crazy because on TikTok people are rude. Like I just seen them. I don't know if y'all follow Talitha James, but she was on her TikTok telling her story about how she moved to another state to be with a man, and then next thing you know they started harassing her, and then somehow some way they done found the man that she moved to Houston with, and he didn't even have a TikTok. He made a TikTok just to come on the TikTok like, hey, like I understand y'all are upset with me and y'all are upset with her, but he was like, I was living a private life, and he was like, y'all done came and found me on my Instagram, y'all done called up my job. Like on TikTok, it's scary, y'all. Like they will literally get people fired from their jobs. So it's like even though one of my videos are going viral on TikTok, I was just like, okay, like I have to be careful over there because you just don't never know who is behind the screen. You don't never know what these people are capable of. And I just don't, I just gotta be careful. Even though I was doing something positive, it's like even if you do something positive, you still have to be careful. So, but yeah, I like it over here with the YouTube girls. Oh, and for anyone who is a makeup artist or what have you, I would say this is best for makeup artists. Oh yes, this school. Okay, yeah, I love you ladies too, and I can't wait to get y'all packages over to y'all. I did not forget, I promise I didn't. I'm a woman of integrity, so I'm not gonna forget you guys. But I would definitely teach. I can kind of like really teach that now. I don't know if Kiki, if she uses cream contour or powder contour, but I can kind of show you right now since we're on live. And then I'm gonna just show y'all all my goodies, like literally. So this is my makeup drawer here, and I have my blushes, my highlights, and yeah, my blushes, my highlights. I have my liquid blushes here. I have my glitters. I have my loose powders. I have y'all, I have a lot of stuff. I have a lot of stuff. But pretty much for contour, the easiest way to contour, in my opinion, especially if you are a beginner, if you're going to use a cream, make sure you use a sponge. And then if you're going to use a powder, make sure you use a brush. And let me just show you. You want to use a brush. And then, for example, I'm going to just show you a trick, because sometimes the brushes, because a lot of my clients, they get overwhelmed when it comes to brushes. But like, for example, with this Sephora, it's kind of rubbed off a little bit, y'all. I've been using it a lot, but it'll say Pro Contour Brush. And then you'll get like other brushes. Where's my Morphe brush? Some brushes, it'll have like E112 or F113. E means for eyes, F means for face. So you can kind of look at now, these probably my cheap brushes that cost like $1. But anyway, If you want to use a powdered bronzer, some people use bronzer as a contour, you guys. Contouring is pretty much making a shadow in your face, and you're adding dimension back into your face. So for example, this is a powdered bronzer, but I'm going to use it as a contour. And when you're using a powdered contour or a powdered bronzer, and then let me just show you as well, because this is actually a Sephora collection bronzer. But if you look at it, if you look at this, and if you look at this, it looked like the same damn thing. So I tell my clients, don't overthink it, because makeup is very universal. Some people, they'll use bronzer and they'll use it as an eyeshadow. You know what I mean? So don't overthink it. But so Kiki, would you prefer a powdered contour, or would you prefer a liquid contour or bronzer? Because either way I can teach you how to use it. If y'all have combination skin, I feel like y'all have the best skin, because it pretty much means that you have normal skin. You might get oily in your T-zones or maybe up on your cheeks, but really when you have combination skin, you can get away with using anything. So would you feel like you would prefer a powder, or would you prefer like a liquid? Because I can teach you both. Because I'm wearing both of these. So I'm wearing the Say Cream Bronzer Contour, and then I topped it off with a powder. So I could teach you either or. Let me just show you now though. When it comes to contouring or bronzing, when you do contour, you want to put it in the hollows of your cheek. So if you suck your face in like a fish, you can really see the hollows of your cheek. Or if you put your finger like this, you want the contour, child. If you put your finger like this, oh Lord, y'all, my dog, he probably wondering where I'm at. But if you put your finger like this, you know that you want the contour to be below your finger. And let me just read the comments to see what y'all said. Okay, okay, so as a beginner, honestly, I would prefer you use a liquid with, whoops. Hi, stink, stink, stink. Sorry, buddy, I was on live. Come and say hi. Wait. You guys, Rufus was getting upset. He don't like to be away from me for too long. But everybody say hi to Rufus. Say hi to Rufus. He just came back from daycare, y'all. So even though he's tired, he don't like to be away from me for too long. So say hi, buddy. Say hi, stink, stinks. You tired. You just want to be nosy. That's all you want to do. Look, I was just getting in the middle of teaching. Okay. But pretty much when you use a liquid, I prefer you use a beauty blender. You're going to make sure your beauty blender is damp. So you want to run it under cool water. Oh, thank you, Kiki. Yes, he is so freaking cute. And he's so spoiled too. But yeah, you want to run it under cool water. You want to use it damp. And honestly, you don't want to overthink it. What I do is, whoops. I'll take my liquid bronzer or liquid contour, whichever one you want to use. And then I do 3 dots. Don't overthink it, I promise you. Don't overthink it. because I don't feel like getting up and running to the sink, I'm just gonna hydrate either my face. I can hydrate my whole face, or I can just hydrate the sponge, because you want it to be damp. And then all you want to do is just bounce. You just want to bounce the sponge up and down into the hollow points like this. And don't bounce it down here. Just stay kind of in the middle, and then you can kind of go up a little bit. And pretty much with contouring, is just sculpting out your face. Because I have a wide face, so I kind of want my contour to snatch me in a little bit. So that's why I feel like with the sponge, it's a little bit easier than if you have a brush. I mean, you can use a brush when it comes to powder, but you have cream bronzers where you might have to blend it in. And I'll just show you guys another one. Like, for example, with Anastasia, this is a cream bronzer. Cream bronzer, chestnut. Again, you can use your bronzer as a contour. This one might be a little bit difficult for beginners because you really have to make sure you're blending it out. And then also a little goes a long way. So if you just take a little bit of the product, again, I like to just put it in the hollows of my cheeks. Just a little bit. Because it's easier to build than to take away. You want to hydrate your brush or hydrate your sponge, and then you just want to blend it out. You want to blend it out like that. And then also another secret to making your contour really sharp is cutting your contour. And what that means is you just want to chisel your face out a little bit more. And what you want to do is you want to take a triangle like this, and you want to use either, depending on your skin color or your skin tone, but if you don't know what color you would prefer, always use translucent. But what you want to do is you want to take this translucent powder. Hey, Nora. Hey, girl. Sorry I came on here an hour early because it's a movie coming on that I want to watch with my mom in 20 minutes. But I didn't want to, forget about you guys at all. So I just decided to come on here an hour early. But I'm just telling the girls a little bit of makeup secrets. But what you want to do to cut your contour to make it a little bit more sharp is you want to take a little puff like this. You can take a puff like this, or you can take a beauty blender that has a flat top. And I'll show you both ways. So I'm going to use my translucent powder. And then I'm going to get some powder on there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take the beauty blender, you're going to drag it all the way down. And then if you have your puff, and y'all, I'm doing a sloppy job. I was supposed to be cleaning up the beauty studio. Now I'm adding to the mess. And then you're going to go on this side if you have a triangle, and you're going to drag it down. And this is how you cut your contour. You want to make it look more sharp. And then, of course, you don't want any harsh lines or anything. But as you guys can see, It just makes it look a little bit more sharper. I hope this is making sense to y'all. You want to make it look a little bit more sharper. And sorry, y'all, my wig lifting up. But that's what you want to do. And you're pretty much baking. Like, you know how you would bake under your eyes and stuff like that? You want to cut your contour. And you can add a little bit more powder too, because I kind of like to get a line going. And then if I feel like I want it to be cut even more, I'll add a little bit more powder. And then I won't drag it because I already see the line, but I'm just more so adding powder. I'm adding powder to it, and then you can really see how defined my jawline is starting to look. And then I'll do it to the other side. And then we're just gonna add some powder, and I'm just gonna stamp it. Since we already drew our line, so I just kind of want to bake my contour. And then I don't know if you ladies are interested in like your nose contour, but usually while this is sitting, because you're not gonna just have it sitting like this, it's just more so baking and chiseling out your jawline. But what I like to do for my nose contour is I will grab an angled brush, something that looks like this. And usually I will already have like concealer going down the bridge of my nose. So for example, like this. Whoops. This is the Fenty Hydrating Concealer. So I usually kind of like have my concealer already in place, like in the center of my nose. And then I'm going to take some bronzer. And then I'm going to take an angled brush. It looks like this. It's angled. And then I'm going to put it in. I want to use the lightest powder. I don't want to use the darkest one. I'll use the darkest one for the hollows of my cheeks, but I want my nose contour, I don't want it to be like too sharp or too noticeable. But I'm just gonna dip this in here, and the angle brush really helps, you guys. So because you already have the highlight in the middle, now you can kind of bronze or contour right next to the line. And then I kind of like to blend it into the eyebrow as well, because that will help with your eyeshadow process. But whoops. Yeah. Ooh, I done made a mistake. See, I make mistakes too, y'all. But let me just take my mirror here, y'all, because it's hard to see. But I like to just kind of just use the bronzer and bronze on the side of that cream. And then all you have to do is take either a concealer brush. Whoops. See, Kiki and Cammy, y'all know help. Y'all supposed to be helping me clean, and I'm making more of a mess. But I'll either take a beauty blender or I'll take a concealer brush, and then I'll blend it in place. You don't want to drag it. Don't drag the brush. You just want to dab in place. And then if you feel like it's starting to get too wide, you're going to have to go back in and just add a little bit more powder, because you kind of see how the highlight, it made my nose look wide. We don't want our nose to look wide. We want it to look more slender. So I'm just going to use my angle brush and just slim it back out. And y'all, with makeup, I'm not gonna lie, the steps can keep going and going and going and going and going, depending on your preference. Because now with me, because I like the highlighted areas to look more defined, you can stop here or you can keep going, like I always say. But what I'm gonna do is now I'm gonna go in with my Huda Beauty powder, and this is a loose powder. And this is in yellow because I want everything to stand out a little more. I'm going to use a beauty blender and I want to press it in the powder. And then I'm just going to place the powder where I put my highlight, to make my highlight stand out, to make my highlight and my contour of my nose stand out a little bit more. So that's why when you see the girls with the bright under eye, like how I have, is because they use like a yellowish type of powder. And then if you want your contour to be a little bit more defined, you're going to put it on the side of your nose as well. Yeah. See, you can really see how chiseled my nose is now. I hope that makes sense to you guys. But of course, we don't want it to be, because remember, we still have this here, and then we have the powder here because we're technically baking, because we want to make it brighter. Now we want to make it more natural. So what I like to do is I like to go in, and y'all, this is just kind of like a quick lesson on the fly. I am gonna do more lives like this where we're starting from completely scratch, but because I already had this stuff sitting here on my beauty studio, and then because you know you guys already asked, I decided to just come in here to show you guys. But now we're gonna go in with our pressed powder. This should be the same color as your skin tone. And we're gonna use the pressed powder pretty much as an eraser. So now we're gonna brush that away, and you can kind of see how more defined my jawline is. Like, look. You can really see how sharp my contour is now because we cut it. And so now we're going to use this side as well to erase that loose powder. So when you look to the side and stuff, your profile is going to be sharp, girl. And then I like to go over my nose. I like to go under my eye. I like to add powder everywhere just to kind of give me more of a natural look. But you see how sharper my face look? Let me put y'all more in the light. Oh no, that was bad. Hold on, let me see. I don't know if this is good, y'all. Let me see. But if y'all can see, you can just kind of see how sharper my nose look, how sharp my profile look. Like everything just looks chiseled, and that's pretty much how you want to contour. And then I didn't show you Kiki, but even if you just wanted to use powder on its own and then a brush on its own, you're going to choose a powder that's, I would say, maybe 1 to 3 shades darker than your skin tone. I like to do maybe 2 shades darker because, as you can see, the top one is more so my skin tone, the bottom one is a little darker. Honestly, me, with my jawline, because I have more of a rounder face, I do like to go a little bit dark. So with me, I usually like to go super dark. And I know you like, dang girl, that's dark. But I don't use a lot of it. I just kind of, yay. Okay, Cammy, I'm glad that you're loving it. Because I was like, I hope this makes sense. But for me, if I wanted to go darker, I'll just put that powder. And with me, I like to kind of press and move it, press and move it. So press and then move it up and back and forth because you want to blend it. See, it looks good. And then if I feel like it's too much, I just go back in with my pressed powder. And like I said, you use this as an eraser and you kind of just clean it up or make it look a little bit more natural. Blend everything in. And that's really how you contour. That's how you bronze. I mean, practice makes perfect, you guys. So I would say do that a couple of times. Try it out. Like, just do maybe like your makeup or a skin tint first, and then just practice your strokes. But yeah, I feel like everybody should know how to do their own makeup. I always say that, like, even though I'm a makeup artist, everybody should know how to do their own makeup, because if the girls call you up and be like, oh my god, we need you to come right now, we got free tickets to go see who, what, when, where, and why, like, you, good luck finding a makeup artist last minute. You know what I mean? You should be able to do a nice fresh face all on your own and it still look good. And with me, you guys, like I said, I'm a professional makeup artist. I'm still learning the techniques with makeup. They change every week. It's always a new technique. Like right now, the latest trend that's happening is the sunset blush, and that's pretty much, they're taking like a orange blush and then they're taking like a reddish blush like this. So they're doing like red, orange, and then they're doing a highlight and then they're blending it all in. Oh, good. Yes, I'm glad this was helpful, y'all. I didn't know if it was making any sense. Like, usually when it comes to when people say, oh, I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to makeup, sometimes it's all in your technique. Like, you don't have to buy 50 million brushes to create this look. Honestly, like I told y'all, I have, look at all these look at all this mess I have, for one, but look at all these brushes that I have. I wouldn't be able to tell you which brush is for which. Like, again, you know, like your powder brushes, like I know this is a powder brushes, I'm going to use this for my powder. With this brush, I don't know particularly what this brush is for, but I like to use this brush for my blush, because you want to put the blush on the balls of your cheeks. But is this brush supposed to be for blush? Who knows? And then, for example, don't know what the hell this is for. This is just a regular angle brush. What it's for, who knows? But for me, it works good doing my contour because it's angled and I can move it up and down. And to me, it just makes sense. So don't get caught up in the brushes. And that's why, again, I tell my clients, you know, if you feel as though the brushes are too complicated, get you some beauty blenders. Get you 2 beauty blenders, and this can do a whole face. I mean, powders and liquid. You can do the liquids with the top, do the powders with the bottom. You know what I mean? So really with makeup, it's all about your technique. Sometimes it can be the tools, but again, like I have all these brushes, and I just pick a brush. I pick a brush that makes sense. Do I know exactly what it's for? No. But if it makes sense, then it makes sense. Like, for example, what I mean by that is this brush, I wouldn't use it for my foundation. I wouldn't use this brush to blend out concealer. That wouldn't make sense with this brush. This brush makes sense to use for your contour. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. Like this brush, it just makes sense to use it for my contour. So I use it for my contour, and it is actually a contour brush. And then with this brush, I don't know exactly what the hell it's for, but to me, it makes sense to use this brush to dip it in some loose powder and put it under my eye. Why? Because it has a point and it fits right up in my eye, and I can place that powder under my eye. So what exactly is this brush for? I do not know specifically, but for me, it makes sense to use it under my eyes. So again, don't get caught up in the brush, but if it makes sense to use it for a certain thing, then that's what you want to use it for. And that's what I teach my clients, because honestly, as a professional makeup artist, especially all the makeup classes and everything that I have attended, all the professional makeup artists, they said a real makeup artist should know how to do their whole entire face with only 5 brushes. I should know how to do this whole entire face using only 5 brushes. So having 20 different brushes, see, I need to clean too, y'all. But yeah, only a makeup artist should only have 5 brushes, and I should be able to create this whole entire look using 5 brushes, you guys. So that's why I'm like, don't even get caught up on the brushes, because technically, you know what I mean, you can create a whole look with technically just 5 brushes. So don't get hung up on it. You can get Sephora, like if you want to invest into some good brushes, Sephora collection is good. Morphe is good. You can get a whole pack of Morphe brushes for like $20, $25. But don't get hung up on, I don't know which brush to use or whatever, because technically you shouldn't even be using 20 different brushes to create this look. So yeah, you guys, so that's what I wanted to come on here and talk about. We'll definitely do more of these, like from start to finish, so that way you can see the whole entire process, including your skin prep, because a lot of people don't know that your skincare routine has a lot to do with how your makeup look and how your makeup lasts and all that type of stuff. And you should be doing your skincare routine whether you have makeup on or not. So we'll be getting into a lot of those sessions as well, you guys. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys, you know, thank you for supporting me. I'm always grateful and appreciative of it. And of course, if you guys find it in your heart to leave me a testimonial for Sephora Squad, I would greatly appreciate that too. Y'all, I'm trying to get a hopefully I try to upload on Tuesdays. Every Tuesdays is like my upload schedule. But of course I want to incorporate more lives and stuff into my routine. But other than that, for the most part, you guys, stay tuned for a video coming up. I don't know which one I'm gonna post next. And then also, for those girlies who do love TikTok, I'll have some TikToks coming out as well, you guys. Y'all probably like, whoa, do you have a life outside of this? I do and I don't, y'all. Like, the reason why I'm so consistent is because my car broke down maybe about 2 months ago. So it's really hard for me to like go somewhere. I'm sure if I had a car, I wouldn't be this consistent. That's just me being honest. But but I'm glad that I don't, because it's really like I really been seeing a difference in like my consistency and my growth and everything. And everything happens for a reason. So but yeah, you guys, the movie is starting now. Next time, let's. Yes, absolutely, Kiki. Like I tell you, like that's the most important thing. We'll be doing everything from start to finish anyway. Because a lot of my clients, they have they have wrinkles. And they be sitting up there trying to tell me I need makeup that's gonna take away my wrinkles. You're welcome, Kiki. But yeah, they gonna say something. I need makeup that's gonna take away my wrinkles. Ma'am, you've had these wrinkles for 500 years, and you think this makeup is magically going to just take them away? No. Like, no, your skincare routine plays a part in all of that. So we will definitely be getting into skincare. We'll be doing like a morning skincare routine that will roll into your makeup. But skincare, morning and night, is very important. And no matter where you live in the world, no matter what country, what state, what have you, make sure you're wearing sunscreen. That's the number one thing we learned in esthetician school. It do not matter where you are, what type of skin you have or whatever. Make sure you're using sunscreen, because the sun will also make your skin wrinkled as well. So we'll be getting into all of that, you guys. But all right, I'm missing 5 minutes of the movie, but I will see you guys later. I love you guys, and have a great night, you ladies.